Welcome to the USC College of Pharmacy podcast. I'm your host, Margaret Gregory, and I'm delighted to have today as my guest, Maribeth Kowalski, who has been named as our Outstanding Alumna of the Year for 2025. Maribeth, it is a pleasure to have you with us today, and congratulations on this well-deserved recognition.
Margaret, thank you so much. It's a pleasure to be with you today, and I am beyond honored by the recognition from the College of Pharmacy.
Tell us a little bit about your background, your experiences throughout your career, and your current role in the pharmacy profession.
I was introduced to the world of pharmacy at a very early age. I started working as a clerk in a local independent store in my hometown of Walhalla, South Carolina, when I was, I think, just barely 15, and was able to see firsthand the impact a pharmacist had in the community and the relationship between the pharmacist and all of the individuals who came into the pharmacy, whether it was for something over the counter or a prescription. And I figured and I determined very quickly that that was my career path, and was incredibly fortunate to be in South Carolina, to have the University of South Carolina as one of my primary options for college, and everything just really worked in my favor in terms of getting accepted to the University of South Carolina, and then after my first 2 years there, getting accepted to the College of Pharmacy. I couldn't say enough about the support that I received from the college, both pre-pharmacy as well as during my pharmacy education, in terms of my scholarships that I received, the support that I received in my college career. The University of South Carolina provided me with so many foundations that prepared me not only as a student for success, but as a professional for success. So I was very honored to be selected for the Honors College, and then to also have the College of Pharmacy in my curriculum with USC. And I also made a point to be as involved as I could in extracurricular activities that went beyond the College of Pharmacy. So I was involved in student government and sorority, and made sure that I did everything I could to have that well-rounded college experience. That basis gave me the confidence as I moved forward through my career post-graduation. So since graduation, I did a pharmacy residency in Florida in a cancer hospital down there, and did oncology and pain management, and stayed on as a pharmacist there for a few years, and then went into more of the non-traditional roles of pharmacy. I worked with some other alumni from the University of South Carolina who were working in health outcomes at the time, and was able to join them working as a clinical pharmacist until we moved back to South Carolina. And then I did a stint back at a hospital pharmacy for a few years, and then had the opportunity to join pharmaceutical industry as a medical science liaison. And so that was back in the year 2000. So I have been in the industry for 24 and a half years now as a medical science liaison, a medical affairs representative for a few different companies over the years, but that's basically my path to where I am today.
One of the things that we talk about with students, there are so many different opportunities that you can pursue with a PharmD degree. I hear Dean Cutler mention that, and Dr. Bookstaver talks about it, and you've talked about how you progressed through clinical roles into industry roles. What about pharmacy allows all those opportunities?
And that's something that when I used to do career days for my children's schools, when you get invited. And again, the College of Pharmacy was always so wonderful that I would contact them. They'd send me brochures that I could take to these elementary and middle and high school career days. I would always highlight that exact fact that there is so much that one can do in the field of pharmacy in terms of a career path, or you can flex and you can choose different career paths over time. You look at pharmacy and sometimes individuals have a preconceived idea of what a pharmacist is, and it's usually what they're used to seeing behind a counter. And to learn and to have their eyes opened to all the different things that individuals can do. And, my career path I've been able to touch, through rotations and through my actual job experiences, have seen a number of different aspects of the pharmacy world. And there are so many more. It's such a fantastic platform. The education that you get through your College of Pharmacy provides you with that basis that basically is a launch pad to whatever it is that interests you and that you're passionate in.
You mentioned earlier, when you started at the College of Pharmacy and the support that you received, you credit a lot of your success to that, to the academic and professional education. What stands out most to you about that?
I would say that one of the highlights for me looking back at my time at the College of Pharmacy as a student was the faculty. And there are certainly key individuals that through their mentorship helped me to see what else was out there. I mean, I was a girl, graduating from a high school in South Carolina. I knew about retail pharmacy. I knew about independent pharmacy. I had no idea about industry as an option until I started to interact with some of our faculty at USC. And I was just honored to be able to be selected at the time for a rotation that took me to Princeton, New Jersey for a summer as an undergrad, where I worked at Bristol Myers Squibb as an intern and got to see firsthand all the different things that pharmacists can do with an industry. And even saw back in 1994 or 1993, maybe, that an MSL role was an option. They were some of the pioneers at the time with the medical science liaison. So those were opportunities that I would have never even recognized had it not been for people like, and I'll name drop Dr. Reeder and some of the others that were working at the time, that really helped to show what else was out there beyond the incredibly important work in the more traditional health systems and retail independent community pharmacies.
Your husband is a grad from USC as well, and
Yes.
you and he both have been so supportive of your respective programs. I believe he attended the business school at the time, which is now the Moore
Correct.
School. You've both supported Gifford Garnet and the college's White Coat Fund. Why do you feel that it's important to give back to your college?
I personally was incredibly fortunate to receive scholarships to attend the University of South Carolina and the College of Pharmacy. Some of them were general scholarships from USC, and some were actually specific to the College of Pharmacy. It took some of the burden off in terms of the worry about being a student. And it's tough to go to pharmacy school. It is a very challenging and demanding curriculum. And to know that, at least in part, the financial aspects of it were being taken care of with the scholarships and with loans, of course, and grants, I know how important that was for me. And I made the commitment very early on that when I was in a position to be able to give back in some capacity, that was a priority for me because I wanted to pay it back, that I was able to benefit from this. And I want to make sure others are continued to have those opportunities. At the beginning, it was small amounts. You're a new graduate, or you're new, and you've got your loans that you're paying off. You've got other things. You're starting families. You're buying houses, etc. Perhaps building your business, and so it wasn't always the amount that I would have liked to have given, but to be able to support in small ways, but that still mean a lot to those individuals. The White Coat Fund is a great one. It's not a tremendous amount of money, but for that individual that receives that coat, I mean, you've got that personal connection. It's a fantastic way to be able to give back. My husband and I, we've got 2 children that both attended the University of South Carolina. We were very grateful that they decided to attend our alma mater. We did not pressure them. It just all worked out that way. Now that both children are done with their undergraduate year, and then my husband ended up selling one of his businesses, we were very fortunate to have the monies to be able to start a scholarship first with the College of Pharmacy, and then more recently with the College of Business, and working with the Darla Moore School. I don't think either of us thought we would have the ability to do quite so soon, but are incredibly grateful to be able to give back in some way, and then to continue to build on that as we move forward. And just be able to help students and extend that, be able to pay it forward multiple times over for what we were able to receive in terms of help when we were in our undergraduate years.
Mary Beth, what advice do you have for other alumni of the college, especially in that realm of supporting students and the college's efforts to make sure that they do have the best educational experience?
There are so many ways that one can get involved with the College of Pharmacy, and it's not always just through financial channels. Of course, giving back financially is always, I'm sure, very appreciated through the many scholarships that are available, as well as like the White Coat Fund and, of course, the university. However, it's not always financial. There are ways that you can give of your time and your expertise. And a few that I've had the opportunity to be involved with, and some of them are virtual, some are in person, but being a guest speaker at one of the career days, if you will, for the College of Pharmacy, or one of the classes that they're looking at the non-traditional roles for pharmacists, some of their electives, being a speaker at one of the Pharmacy Association lunches, being able to be a mentor, perhaps through work with experiential training, being a rotation site, if you're able to do that, during the career days at your local high school or middle school, and being able to bring those brochures from the College of Pharmacy, but basically being an ambassador, if you will, within your community for the University of South Carolina as well as the College of Pharmacy, and be able to, in many different ways, support not only current students, but potentially those future students as well, and be able to show them the career options that are available. The years since I've graduated, which are now more than I'd like to acknowledge, how many years since I
That's
first
true for us
graduation.
all.
It's very humbling as well. My biggest recommendation or suggestion is to stay involved and recognizing that your involvement is going to change over time. That there are times that it might be involved in all small letters, and then there are opportunities where you can really get involved and you can become more personally engaged with the college, but never lose the connection, because it is a small world within healthcare. It is a very small world within pharmacy. We have so many of our alumni and our faculty that are available to connect and then reconnect over the years. And it's a fantastic way to keep your network engaged through years and through decades and through different jobs. And you just never know who you might encounter, and to be able to reconnect with and re-engage with over time. It's been one of the most unexpected aspects of re-engaging with the College of Pharmacy, is the familiar faces that I see after many, many years. And to be able to go to some of the lunches, and to be able to go to reception, and to be able to see individuals that I went to school with that I haven't seen in 20 or 30 years, and to be able to find out what they're doing. And then you've got new connections moving forward.
Thank you, Maribeth. It's been a pleasure talking with you today, and thank you for your support of the College of Pharmacy. Congratulations again on your recognition as our Outstanding Alumna for 2025.
Thank you very much, Margaret, and my thanks to everyone from the College of Pharmacy for this tremendous recognition.
And thank you for tuning in. You can keep up with the latest from the College of Pharmacy, pharmacy education, and innovation by following us on iHeartMedia, Spotify, and YouTube, where you can explore our full library of episodes. Until next time, I'm Margaret Gregory for the USC College of Pharmacy podcast.